another video, and I thought I'd do another video for you guys since I just came out with the morning routine, I think like a good day or two ago. And I thought I'd start this video for you guys because I've really been wanting to do this video for a really long time because I've been seeing it a lot, the Netflix suggestions 2019. So I thought I'd put my Netflix suggestions in, binge-worthy shows that I watch, and I would also love if you guys will comment y'all favorite Netflix suggestions or y'all favorite binge-worthy shows, because I would love to know what you guys watch, and I'm always watching everything, literally everything on Netflix, so it's like I will binge some shows like to the bottom of the core. So it would be great for you guys to comment some shows that you guys watch, and let's just see what you guys like. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications, and like I said, comment your favorite binge-worthy shows, and let's get right into the video. So I just previously wrote down a little bit, or just typed on my phone, some things that I use, and with some things that I watch on Netflix. So the first thing that I have on my list is Friends. Obviously you guys don't know what that is. It's about 6 of them that go to this little coffee shop, and they all sit together and they talk about their relationships, their life, how they're feeling, and all that. It's really a good show. I think it's about 6 of them. They're on television, so it's like a good 9 or 8 seasons that I usually watch on there, and I've watched the whole thing before. I just really love the show, so it's like I'm definitely just gonna watch it over and over again just because I love it so much. Half is called The Good Place. There's like 4 people, and they go up to this place called The Good Place, which they think is the good place, but it really isn't. It's actually the bad place. And when it means bad place, I mean hell, and then the good place means heaven. But they go to the good place thinking that it's the good place, but it's actually the bad place. And so he made it to where they think that they're actually in the good place, but really they're in the bad place. And they're in the good place because, like I said, the good place is a bad place, but they think they're in the good place. And the only reason why they're in the good place because of what the bad things they did on Earth. Because you have 4 characters. You have Tahani, Jason, Chidi, and Eleanor. Eleanor was a terrible person on Earth. She was a terrible, terrible person. Chidi, he always overthink his decisions. He was never good at deciding things for himself. Tahani, she only cared about like getting her parents' approval. She never cared about actual charity. She never cared about the people that she has to give money to. Tiani was rich. She was literally rich. She didn't actually care about those people. She just wanted the approval to overstep her sister, because her sister, she was always living in her sister's shadow, so she just didn't really actually care about doing none of the charity work. I mean, absolutely none of the charity work. Jason, he was a thief. He was a robber. Jason is the retarded one in the show. Not in real life, but he's very slow in the show, so you really have to like keep up with him. He's in The Good Place, and you can really binge watch that show, so I recommend it. There is 3 seasons of the show, but they're also coming out with a 4th one, so if you want to watch that, you can go ahead and watch that. Next thing I have is Jane the Virgin. That show is so good. Like, she picks the most sexiest people, I mean the sexiest people, to just be with you guys. She's just so cute. I love her. And her little son, Mateo, he is so adorable. I didn't like the choice of men that she chose, but they were sexy. They were like so good looking. So you really have to like watch the show to really understand. I can't really physically explain it because it's like a lot, but basically it's about this girl who never ever did like sex ever in her life, and she was just waiting. She got married. Basically, beginning in the show, she lives with her grandma, which they call her abuela, and she basically told her this is a flower, and if you have sex, you know, it's gonna crumble, you know, all that. So basically, she said that if you try to have sex, it's gonna ruin your vagina. So she waited for a very long time just to have sex. So when she finally did it, it was epidural. You know, it's great. It's beautiful. But then after she did it with the guy, they've been together for about a good, I don't know, maybe like 3 years, 2 years, and then they broke up for, you gotta watch the show to understand. And then she got this other guy, which I can't really remember the name at this point, but she got with another guy and they slept together. And then she ended up getting pregnant by the second guy that she got with, and that's how they have a tail. And that's how she has her son now. So that show has a good, maybe about, I think it's on the 5th season, either the 5th or 6th season. And it's so good that you should binge watch it. I really suggest this because that show is just so freaking good, you guys. It is so good. Like, I love it. Alright, the next thing that I have on this list is Stranger Things. Guys, this is about 4 kids. 4 kids. And it's Will, Dustin, oh, what's the other 2? I ended up searching the names right after for the Stranger Things. It's 11, Will, Lucas, and Dustin. But it's Stranger Things, and they have 3 seasons now. It's just about these 4 boys who they used to always play in the basement. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, and they used to play in this basement. And then the girl came, who was Millie Bobby Brown, and her name was 11. And she came from like this secret, like, what was it? Like the secret lab, basically. And she had like these powers that she can like see, like she like put like a blindfold on and she can like see where people are and stuff like that. Next thing I have on my list is on my block. So basically, let's just get that in there. They have how many seasons? 3? I want to say 3 seasons. I want to say 3 seasons.
It's fucking 2.
Okay, so y'all, they have 2 seasons, but they're supposed to be coming out with a 3rd one, so I'm gonna say there's 3 seasons. But there's 2 seasons, and like again, there's 4 kids. There are 4 kids. There's 2 girls and 2 boys. One boy is in the gang with his brother, which is a lot. And guys, there's a lot of throw you off moments, you know. But the girl, the girl there's this black girl. She's light skinned, but I'm gonna call her black. There's a black girl who gets with one of the gang boys, and they sleep together. They've always been sleeping together, obviously, because that really threw me off in the show. And there was another Spanish girl and another Spanish boy, which is so cute. My heart for that boy, y'all really have to understand. My heart for that boy is just and the
girlfriend that he had.
Tear. Okay. Y'all really have to understand and watch the show. Like, y'all really have to watch the show. The show's just so good. The next thing we have is Riverdale. Guys, I recommend this show, but it's like, after a while, it starts to drag on a little bit. So you really have to, like, really be into, like, you know, the dragging on part, you know. And the beginning was, like, super good. The beginning was like, oh my god, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. That boy's dead. Like, oh sis. But y'all really have to understand, it's about this little small town, and one of the twins got murdered by someone, which I ain't gonna say the name, you know, I ain't gonna say the name. But the twin got murdered, and they're trying to figure out who murdered that twin in that family. And y'all, there's a lot of tea going on in each and every one of these families, so like I said, y'all really gotta watch it. Like, there's a lot of tea that be going on in every one of these families. There's a lot of stuff going on in this town. It's just great. I totally ship Veronica and Archie. Y'all really gotta wait, okay? And then you got Cole Sprouse. It's so fun, but this one that I have is Once Upon a Time. It's about these little fairy tale creatures in this town, and basically the evil queen puts like this little spell on the town and like erases. It doesn't erase the whole enchantment thing, but basically it erases everybody's memory to believe what they were and like what kind of, you know, enchanted creature they were. So basically the evil queen started everything over. One of the girls that came to the town was Snow White's daughter, and when she came to the town, she had got rid of a son, which the evil queen has now. But the girl did not know that the evil queen had her son until like later in the show. They don't figure out that they're enchanted creatures until later in the show. But basically, like I said before, the evil queen starts everything over. They live in this little small town there's like a diner that people go to. You got Snow White, you got the Seven Dwarfs, you got Little Red Riding Hood, you got the Evil Queen, you got Rumpelstiltskin. You got a lot of people in that show that they don't know who they are until later inside the show. So you really gotta watch it. I think there's about, a lot of seasons. So I know this. Next show that I have that I binge watch on is Criminal Minds. Right now I'm on season 3. There's a lot of seasons in that show that's like at least 9, at least 10. And basically it's just like a crime show, and they just solve cases and they try to figure out who's the unsub and how they can figure out how to catch the unsub. They have this little small little team, this little group, and they get together and they tell the case, and then they try to figure out why the unsub is doing what it's doing. And they show you like little clips of like the unsub doing the crime, you know. But like, it's a really, really good show. If you're not into crime, I wouldn't watch it. It's a little gruesome, but other than that, it's like a really good show. I'm in season 3 right now, so I would recommend. Okay. Next one. 13 Reasons Why. Y'all, I couldn't stay a little bit hooked on this because it was a little sad for me, and I usually don't watch like super sad shows, so it's like, I myself, like, it has a lot to do with like suicide prevention. It's like a show to do with suicide prevention. If you're like a younger girl, I wouldn't recommend to watch the show because you have a lot of things going through your mind at the time, and a lot of things going through. You just have a lot of stuff going on in your mind. So I wouldn't recommend if you're like 13 or younger, because it did cause some problems when younger kids started to watch this, because they started committing suicide themselves and they thought that was really the way out, and it's not. It's never ever the answer. That's never ever the answer. So if you guys are going through that, I would comment down below, and y'all comment y'all social medias, and I will talk to you guys myself personally, because I feel like that should never happen to a person, because y'all are too good of a person to not be here. And he put you guys there for a reason. You guys are supposed to have a lot of dreams and a lot of goals that you had to really, really go through. So y'all comment whatever y'all feel like y'all really need to, and I will answer y'all comments, and I will get really, really back to y'all as fast as I can, because I love each and every one of you subscribers. So please, don't ever think that's the way out, because it's not. So basically, in the show, this girl named Hannah Baker commits suicide because the boy in the show who was on the football team raped her at one of the parties, or I think it was like one of the parties, or when she was like sleeping or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it was at a party. I think it was at a party, right? And she was like,
I don't know, I didn't finish.
Oh, well, I think it was at a party, and she was like unconscious, and the girl that was in there, it was either the girl or the boy that was in there with her that heard him doing it, and
Didn't say anything?
And didn't say anything.
Dang.
Like, she was in there, it was either the girl or the boy that was in there, and they heard him doing it, and they didn't really say anything because they was like either scared or something like that. I know that she got raped in the show, and she wasn't there to speak on it, and I think he did it. I think he done it a couple times, if anything, because he had like this little book of all the girls that he did it to. So at the time, I'm gonna guess that she committed suicide because of that boy, and then she made all these little tapes for the boy to figure out who did it to her, and for the boy to figure out, like I said, who did it to her, so he can tell the authorities and let them know who's doing the raping and stuff like that. And it was like a whole season, so like a lot of seasons of it, and him trying to figure out why she committed suicide, why she had to do it the way she did. It was a lot. So basically, you really have to watch the show. The show is really good, so I would definitely recommend it. Next show, it's like my second to last one. The next one that I have is The Dark Place. Okay, this show is a little confusing, but it was really good. And this show, I think somewhere it started in like the 1950s. It's kind of like a timeline thing, you know? It's like there's this little cave, and the kids used to go in. It's like the woods, and they're going there, and they'll like disappear, and they'll disappear for a very long time. There's this one kid that disappeared in there. It was about 20-30 years, but he ended up dying because one of the dudes in there, they were kidnapped the kids, and they was trying to figure out, I think it was like something about a cure or something like that. and it was like this little laboratory things, and they would put this little contraption in their head, and it would just melt their brains and stuff, and like all their eyes out. It's a little gruesome.
What's the show?
It's not as bad. The Dark Place, but it's not as bad. It's really not as bad. But that kid that was in there, they were looking for. That kid's never coming back. Ever. It's been 20 to 30 years they've been looking for this boy, and he's dead. And it ended up, and what happened was when one of the kids from present time went in there, they ended up finding the boy. But it was a lot of kids that went missing, and they ended up finding the bodies and stuff like that. It was a super good show, but you really have to watch it to understand what the show is really about. But I'm just gonna give you a little summary about it, and you really have to understand. All right, the last one that I have is Lucifer. Basically, this show is like about, I guess you could say it's like about the devil, but it's like, nah, it's about the devil. And basically it's going to be a little summary because I haven't really finished watching it all the way. But what I've seen is that he comes up from hell, it goes to earth, and that's how far I got. He comes up to earth, and Lucifer is basically the devil. He comes up to earth. You really have to watch it because I haven't really finished it yet. So that was, don't touch my hand. You can take it. Just get away from it. But anyways, so yeah, y'all, that was basically all the ones that I've had and the ones that I've written down. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications to comment anything, I mean anything, especially about the suicide prevention thing and anything that you guys binge watch, y'all comment that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, ittybittylo, back in the cup with you, ain't no hating, ha 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 ha, and we